Well, shower's still not built, but we've done some things. We fitted a fan. One major problem though, it's a 12 volt AC fan. The van is DC. And trying to convert DC to AC is a bit of a nightmare. You can convert AC to DC, but I'm really finding it difficult. So we're going to replace this fan with a high RPM waterproof 12 volt computer fan. We're going to do that in a minute. First of all, we need to bring a pipe from through this side of the van to here, basically, so we can then connect the water services for the shower and the water services for the toilet as well. So if we measure from the toilet, which is going to be round about this much pipe for the toilet, we're going to cut that there, but we're going to give another couple of inches because we're not going to use this, or we might use this, we don't know, but we're going to cut it there with the proper tools. And it's literally as simple as you put the pipe on and it gives you a nice clean cut. Now the problem that some people have is that they try and push this straight into there like that. Yes, it will grip. Yes, it will give a seal. Sometimes it won't. To release them, you just push the pin in there and then you can pull the whole pipe out. Now, to get these secure properly, you use one of these inserts. The insert literally just goes in the end of the pipe. It pushes in. It pushes into the 12mm pipe. Right, got it in. So what that does is that strengthens up the actual pipe that you're going to be using. Because we're in a camper van, we've got all sorts of bends and angles and turns, and oh, by the way, Christian Reddy, Launchpad Astronomy, this is his t-shirt. If you're into space and you're into all things out there in space, go over to Launchpad Astronomy, give him a subscribe, tell him I've sent you. You won't get any discount on nothing, but it'll just be a nice thing to do. And who doesn't love space? Also, you can get this funky merch as well, because I love this t-shirt. Anyway, right, what was I saying? So with the actual collar in there, it gives the pipe more stability. So when you push it in, it makes a better seal inside the actual collar. They're not ideal. They're not foolproof. They're not, no, is it as good as copper pipe that's all, you know, soldered up? Probably not, no. But they are easily replaceable. They are easy to fix. They're easy to get to. They're easy to maintain. And they're easy to install. But just cut the pipes properly. Make sure you use the right fittings. And you should, fingers crossed, have no problems. If you do, don't blame me. Because I didn't make them. I'm just, you know, using them. I'm not a plumber. I'm a knob. What we're going to do is, because we're going to be bringing a pipe through, and I'm also going to be taking a pipe down the van as well, underneath and up for the boiler. The pipe that's going through and down, we're going to use a T connection, and we're going to come down underneath the van and go with it that way, rather than running a pipes all the way round. And then off this T connection, we're going to come up with this one, which is basically, it's a splitter. It just splits the water supply into two. And what that will do is, that will then go to the shower and then to the toilet. So we need to make a small pipe up, which is this one, to go to the toilet, and then we need to come off this way and we need to make a pipe up to go to the shower. We're going to be using quite a lot of connections. There's nothing you can do. This is semi-rigid pipe, so you won't be able to bend it straight. You can get it around some angles and curve it, but you know, be careful you don't kink it, split it, bend it too much that it folds over on itself, because then you're in a world of shit. So we've drilled through for there. We're just going to put a connector on the back of there, and then we're going to put a connector In fact, no, we're just going to leave that like that so we can go up into the shower. That will be fine as it is like that. It's not putting any stress, it's not putting any problems on it. So we're going to put a connector on there, small pipe, and then go into the pipe that we're going to tee off. So we've now got all these pipes, and what we're going to do is basically this is going to be the pipe that goes through to the toilet. So we can push this through as well. Now we're going to take these two. I'm going to push this one through the end of there, connect this T on it, and then with this T, we've got that speed fit in there, that's nice and tight. Then we're going to push that through to there, and then connect this one and that pipe up to this. So we can already pre-install that there. That's one in, that's going to go to the shower, and then on the other side, which is here, I'm going to push that one in, and then that one is going to the toilet. So we just need to get this in line with this and pull the pipe through for the actual shower. So that will then go up to the shower faucet, to the actual shower mixer. We've got one pipe going in which will go to the toilet. We'll secure all these pipes so they're not rubbing on any of these metal parts. Don't forget, we've still got ply on there, we've still got quite a bit to do, but we've got to insulate there, and we want to make sure that there's an access through to this part in case we ever need to get to any of these fittings. So the ply that will go in the back of here will have a hatch on there that we can take off, and we can get in to get to these fittings, to this one and to this one here. So we now need to pull a pipe through from the other side of the van, which is on the other side of here, put the T-joint on it, and then connect it to this. Now we can get the pipe through there off this one, which is here, straight through to the back. I'm not going to put the fitting on it because we don't know whether it needs to be longer or not, but we're going to do it from the other side first, and then we'll come and connect this part in a minute. Right, so the boot's a bit of a mess at the minute, but we basically need this pipe to be cut right there. That's the connection in, and then we've got the T-pipe, which is going to be going through to the other side, which is there, like so. Then what we need to do is we need to go from here to the accumulator, which is there in one straight line, which will then feed the whole system. Right, so now what we can do is we can connect this pipe up to this pipe here, cut it in the right place. Needs about ½ an inch taken off it. Which is about there. Then we can get one of our connections in. Which goes in there. And then this pipe will now connect right up to that one. We've got no strain on any of the pipes, they're all kind of running freely and flowing properly. We might want to get a, maybe put a, when we put the back on, we'll connect all this up and make sure it's all secure. But this one going up to the shower, this is perfect going up to the shower. We've got the T-joint in, which is then going to feed the toilet. We've got to put a 15mm to 12mm connection on the toilet to connect the toilet up. Now we just need to go in and connect these water pipes up to the pump. See this? This is a 12-volt AC fan. The van is DC. Ah, you know, I thought you can better get a converter, like one of these little blocks that you put the wires in. No. it's posing to be an absolute nightmare. If I wanted to run on 12 volts, I've basically got to run it from the inverter or get an inverter and run it from 240 to 12. It's just, no, I just want a 12 volt fan. So it's a computer fan. But okay, it's not any old computer fan. It's a high powered 3000 RPM, waterproof, dust proof and moisture proof. I'm sure moisture and water are probably the same thing, but anyway, this thing should do the trick, and it runs off 12 volt. Not anyway. Yeah, I've messed up. So we need to take this one out for a start, and we need to mount this one on there. Now the good thing about it is it does look like the original holes where the screws go through for this one will match up with this one. So we could probably get a couple of little bolts through there and fasten it or something like that. I don't think that's going to be an issue. Got to get this piece of shit out first and then mount this one. Good fun, eh? But you know, we all mess up. Right, after some major jiggery pokery jiggery, we got it in. It's secure. Right, now we just need to go around it with some silicone on the inside and go around it with the outside as well, just to make sure it's all sealed and all waterproof. Now we've got the fan in, we can put the slats back on. Lovely. Kind of amazing as well, I've only got that much silicone on me and normally you're covered in the stuff. Don't know why, I just do. Right, let's go back inside and wire it up. Right, I'm not going to wire it up permanently because this switch panel here is going to go, when we put the shower in, this switch panel is going to go on the front. So I'm just going to put the cables in for now. And then when I come to fitting that in, then I can hardwire it in. But we can just put a cable to it just to test it's all working. Now that now should suck air out of the van. Let's test it. That is perfect. Exactly what we need. We wanted a 12 volt fan that sucks air out. I mean, I can even see on the outside the little loofah things, whatever they're called, the flaps. They're opening up. I'm just going to turn it off just to check. You can actually see, if you look at the fan, you can see by the amount of light. I'll zoom in on the fan and I'll show you. So that is the fan not on now, and then when I do turn it on, you will see, or when I connect the wires, you'll see that it actually, more light comes in because it's opening the windows. And that is enough. Now on the inside of the fan, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put a big pipe over there, just bring it off a couple of inches into the actual shower room, then cut it straight off, and then put an inside piece on as well, because you only want the fan to be sucking the air from inside the actual cubicle. You don't want it to be sucking in, but all this is going to be filled in, you know, it's going to be sealed up anyway with insulation. So that will do for me. Good job, Neil. Well saved. Didn't save money, but we learned something today, didn't we? And let's face it, computer fans kind of last forever. They do. Have you ever had a computer fan go? I've never had one go. So like I just said, on the inside of the actual cubicle, we'll be going to have one of these. On the back, I've got basically another pipe that will go from this. The pipe is bigger, but it will go from this to the ply back to the fan. It will actually encompass the fan, and I'll just silicone it on the inside. But then the shower will have this on the inside, giving you, you know, enough airflow going through. It doesn't have to be a lot of airflow into a shower, just enough to get the steam and the warm air out of the shower. So there's a continuous flow of air. If you want to use it as a drying room, you have your heat going in at the bottom, and then you have the air getting sucked out at the top. So it's a continuous cycle of hot air going through the shower. It's not causing condensation, it's not getting a build up of moisture, it's going out of the van, leaving the van, and fresh air is coming back in. And that's how you dry your clothes in a van. But it was a nightmare, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Anyway, leave us a comment, thumbs up, subscribe, all that good jazz. And I'll see you in the next video. We'll be doing more on the shower. Ow. Whatever you do, do it well. See you soon.